Welcome to the Graps podcast, episode 2 of our consistent era. I am Brainbuster. That is Majma, also known as Khalid, also known as Matthew, which me being Matthew. This is your favorite pro wrestling podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe. New look, by the way. I know it doesn't really look like it for us, but that's a new logo right there. We've been in the lab.
New surroundings. New surroundings.
We've been in the lab. New aesthetic. This is probably just what it's going to look like for the rest of the time. Maybe, unless we get like ultra big and I can pay somebody to make a logo that's not just
a
font. We're gonna go into the weekend, which was a busy one. A very busy weekend. Khalid and I were up. Well, for me, I was up until like 4:45. You were up until 5:45.
Yeah.
And I haven't even seen the Kaito Kiyomiya match. I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. I was on Gauge Round before you called me.
It seems like it was pretty good. I've heard nothing but good things.
People were hating on it on Cage Match.
Really?
They're hating on it. It's like a 6.7.
Wow.
And then there was a tag match before that. It was the Saito brothers versus Kento and Yuma.
Huh?
It was a
on
tag match.
Show?
No, on the All Japan show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was the Saito brothers. Oh wait, let me find it. Then we're on it. Guitar breakdowns. It was the Saito brothers versus Kento and Yuma Oyagi. And it was 19 minutes. It doesn't have enough votes for a total rating, but there's 2 8s and 1 7.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that. That's another thing I haven't caught. The All Japan show main evented by Suwama versus Yuma Anzai. What are you making that face for? Did something get rated low?
Naruki Doi is now their All Japan's junior heavyweight champion.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's beast.
15-minute match with Ryzen Hayato.
Hey, let's go. Hayato's pretty good too. But Naruki Doi, that's fucking good.
Naruki Doi, that's the guy. That's the guy.
A pretty good year. They started out a little rough, especially compared to last year. Last year was like a resurgence kind of thing, but now it's like
them and Noah. It was like it was pretty bad for them last year. And like now it's like.
I mean, we'll get into it.
What is New Japan?
Noah got rid of one of their worst defenders. It seems like, at least. So, little preview. We'll get into it later, guys. Stick around.
Stick around, please.
So, we're gonna go straight into the worst show of the weekend. That's what I have in my breakdown here. Prestige.
Mm-hmm.
It was like too long. So many matches on it were just pretty bad. The matches that are like worth going back to if you really want to, none of it was like really like super must see, to be totally honest with you. But Sabin and Shelly had a pretty good one. They didn't really like. They were just grappling, like sparring.
Yeah, they were just old man. It's like we just caught them like training, and they just decided to do it in front of everyone.
Neither of them really took a bump, and neither of them threw a punch. So it was like sick. I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. Like it's
keeping their bodies fresh for that, WWE debut.
Yeah. Seems that's where they're going, but that's 2 in a week, by the way. But have you seen the video of Stephanie Vicaire and Damian Priest?
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Right at home.
It's really bad.
Pretty
cringe.
Have you looked at any comments of any fucking posts about stuff like from WWE?
It's either. Is it just gooners? I saw a video of her last night, and I was like, I mean, this audience is gonna be they're gonna be freaks about her. Like,
they're gonna be freaks. To me, she has retired. I'm not gonna lie.
I said it in the last episode. When she has a match versus somebody that I'm like, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna tune in to Monday Night Raw to watch her wrestle fucking.
What's her name?
trying to think
Valhalla,
yeah,
like
thank you.
none
Yeah,
of that.
matches.
Like
There's
I'm not trying to see a Liv Morgan feud where they argue over Dominic. Like I'm not. No, no.
there was
I
okay.
see. I seen someone trying to pitch the idea.
Yeah, I saw that. I blocked him after that. That was on my For You page, and I was like, I'm not doing that. What did I see? Okay, over the weekend there was like like it wasn't a full like discourse or anything, but people were talking about the Liv and Dominic storyline, about how it was like sexual harassment, and then people were like, they're not even watching it. Like she's just trying to break up the Judgment Day, and I was like,
by doing sexual
yeah, I was about to
harassment.
say that like she's like sending unsolicited nudes.
Yeah.
That's sexual harassment. What her motivation doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So I mean, especially like when they're in that lawsuit.
Yeah. I like that's what I was saying like before. Like I knew we was talking about it. Whenever whenever we got into that shit on Twitter with that one guy.
Yeah.
Like
Comic fan or whatever the fuck's name is.
yeah, comic fan 56772. I'm not gonna forget that name. I'm not gonna forget that name. But he fucking like he really made it known that like WWE fans, like people who mainly watch WWE, they're not going to really two things. They're not going to grasp how like urgent the whole like that whole Steph situation was that like happened to her.
Fast,
They're
yeah.
not going to grasp that, and then they're also not going to grasp or like even see why the Liv Morgan storyline like is a problem.
Yeah.
I
mean,
and I don't expect them to. I don't expect them to. So yeah, you know.
Yeah. I just most of them are not like. I mean, we're fucking losers. I mean, like we live. I'm not gonna say we live or we eat and breathe the wrestling business. Like, we're like consumed by wrestling as fans, not as like people within the business. So it is something that's like on top of mind like at all times. For them, it's like their Monday night and Friday night, you know. So
yeah.
Shelton Benjamin and Santana had like a weirdly, like pretty sick match. They were like it was like sloppy, but they were going for it, bro. Shelton Benjamin, or no, it was fucking Santana hit a sick ass Death Valley Driver.
DVD.
That shit ruled. And then Shelton Benjamin did this spot where he climbs to the top rope and hits a fucking Rana or whatever. Pretty sick. Athena versus Masha Slamovich. Athena wrestled in the boot, which like I understand why, but I feel like this match probably would have been better if she didn't have it on. You know, if they just wrestled.
She better have that boot off by July 26th.
If she doesn't, I'm gonna be fucking livid. I paid my ticket to watch Athena grapple, brother. Not sell her leg trying to grapple.
I mean, but like even if she does have it on, like
I'm sure it'll be fine, but like still.
Amanada's gonna work that leg. It's all good.
Yeah. I assume in that match she's going to start the match with the boot, and then it will come off. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. So we'll see, I guess. Roderick Strong versus Timothy Thatcher had a gross match. Just two ugly fuckers in there, beat up, twisting limbs, joint manipulation, things like that. It was pretty good. Yeah. I did want to get into this. I'm not kidding. The worst match I have ever seen. Rush versus Amazing Race. Let me check how. Hold on.
How long was the match?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I should have it up. Like, you might be able to get to it faster. But the moral of all this is that it was way too fucking long. Like,
oh my!
Had no reason to be as long as it was.
God.
And it was some of the absolute worst bullshit I have ever seen.
15:54.
16 minutes essentially.
Yeah, 16 minutes.
Of just absolute spooky dog shit, horrible professional wrestling. Leah Rush froze the ref at one point. Amazing Red went down to the mat and was like, "The voices, they're getting to me, dude." Just absolute fucking dog shit. Makes me very sad because I love Leo Rush when he's not doing this Blackheart shit. But legitimately delivered the worst match I've ever watched. So You hate to see that.
Yeah, that's probably the worst match I've ever seen from like entrance all the way to like going into the next match, like just fully just whoosh,
Took like, what was
getting it all in.
what was the match
The
after? Was it Masha?
yeah.
Yeah, that might have been why I didn't enjoy the matches as much as I wanted to as well, because I was just at that point I was contemplating whether I
Oh,
liked wrestling anymore.
and then before that match was that 6-way that fucking kind of sucked.
Oh yeah, that shit was ass.
Good. Yeah,
Sonica was
that
like pretty cool though.
Sonico was good. The I think his name is LeBron. LeBron Cazone. He was the black guy with the dreads. He was good.
Oh yeah, he's pretty alright.
Yeah. He was pretty good. But those outside of those two, like the Jaden guy, terrible.
Titus Alexander's like okay. He
Yeah,
can
yeah.
be good, but
Yeah,
it's
he
like
can be good. Right there, he just wasn't.
he just
It just
wasn't enough
wasn't.
to change
Yeah,
shift the tide, I guess.
shift the tides at all.
Yeah, that this show was pretty fucking bad. Like outside of these matches, and like the thing is, like all of these matches, none of them went over like 3.5. I don't think. So everything else in the show was worse than a 3.5. Leo and fucking Amazing Red was a dud. So like,
Fucking that and the Danhausen and Drexel.
Yeah, I didn't even fucking watch that match. I was mad. I was pissed off that he was even happening. We went into a full fucking career deep dive on Drexel though. It was pretty weird.
That's just fucking.
We find out who he was trained by and all that shit. It was fucking.
Yeah, fucking. Wow.
He rubbed his nipples though. My point is, this show was really bad.
Did you see the rating on it though?
Yeah, bro, dude. There's people.
Hold
on.
It's at 8.1.
Let me read this fucking rating for Amazing Red and Leo Rush.
What?
6.0. I will defend this as I am more of a casual fan nowadays, largely because the overabundance of generic wrestlers whose gimmick is being good at wrestling, whom the internet wrestling community constantly christened as the best thing since sliced bread number 2. People praise Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, and The Undertaker, but then they say they do not care for Blackheart Leo Rush. Blackheart is just like Demon Finn, but the admittedly silly ability to freeze whomever touches the necklace. Hold on, let me... He said, my only drawback is that if Blackheart is this strong, he should not lose. Although maybe it sets up the rematch with Jaden, and we can have a full superhero morality play, which I could quite enjoy. That's awesome, bro. Hope you have fun with that one. Not to just be like a hater, but like.
Oh no, I'm a hater. I'm a hater. No. I'm a hater because he said largely the overabundance of generic wrestler whose gimmick is being good at wrestling.
Leo is that when he's not Blackheart. That's what Amazing Red's career was.
Amazing Red career was about being amazing.
Yeah, bro. You can do flips and shit.
Whoa, and like the best era of indie wrestling is a bunch of guys who want to be the best.
Yeah.
You know, who's the best wrestler? Who's the better wrestler? The guys that
were in that era are like the best wrestlers in the world today. Brian, Joe. I mean, you're not going to agree, but Punk. You know.
I mean, he had it at one point. It vanished. You know,
with his tricep.
Yeah, with everything. Just it vanished, and then like PWG, best indie probably ever for the most part.
Well, I'm an ROH guy, but I'm not gonna hate on PWG.
Whatever. Fucking PWG have a whole tournament called the Battle of Los Angeles, which is literally where they take the best wrestlers that came through PWG, and that's where like most of their good matches happen. That's where most of their great matches have happened. It's all about being the best.
Yep.
When it's not that,
it's the easiest and best storyline, like template in wrestling.
Literally.
Two guys that are like, I think I'm better at wrestling than you, and the guy goes, no, and then they try and prove it.
And same thing goes for fucking titles. Stop making title feuds not be about the fucking titles. I'm so sick of that shit. Okay, there's certain cases. Yeah. There's certain cases. But even then, for example, what should have been a case, Swerve and Hangman, but it's not a case now. You know, that would have been an excellent case. But for the most part, like right now, on the American side of things, the titles in these feuds, they're not matching up. They're not. Matching
Yeah, it's not like.
They're not.
I think weirdly, I mean not weirdly, but Christian and Swerve kind of strike a good balance where it was like Christian was like, you did all of this stuff to people that I am looking after, so I'm going to take this from you. Like, so it was about the title still, but it was more about like taking it from Swerve because he did all this shit. So
yes,
I mean,
it's other times where they're fighting because someone broke a rock. What?
I mean that's like a fucking Hangman and Cole. It was very like.
It's like I don't even remember why that happened. I can't remember.
It wasn't good. That's all I'm saying. Templario and Ultimo Guerrero had a match on the CMLL show that was apparently pretty good that I can't fucking watch because I can't find it. But after that match, Templario, forgive me for not having the name of babyfaces in Mexico off the top of my head. Do you know what it is? I forgot. Start with a T.
I have no idea.
Fuck. He turned babyface and challenged Ultimo Guerrero to an Apuestas match. So that should be fucking incredible. If Templario loses his mask, though, I'm going to be super fucking upset. Actually, though, that's going to suck if that happens.
That is going to suck. How old is Templario?
I am not sure, to be totally frank with you. I'm not. Dude, there's a fucking hair in my mic and it's pissing me. Anyways,
Oh, he's 32. You know, I'm gonna need him to keep his mask for another 20 years until at least he can, you know, if he has a son, you know, till at least he can. So we can get Templario Jr. You know,
that's such a hard name. I don't know why. Templario is safe, but Templario Jr. Oh fuck,
it's fucking crazy. Holy shit.
The Noah show that we were paying like halfway attention to. Because the Marigold show is on as well, which we'll get into after this one. But Keno and Yuji Nagata had a pretty good match. I found out that Yuji Nagata is like 50 fucking 6 or some shit. Crazy. I knew he was old, but like fucking Christ. Yeah, they had a pretty good match. I think it was like 10 minutes, which is kind of what I assumed it would be. But it was pretty good.
Wait, they're hating on this match too.
What? The
6.9?
Listen. 6.9 not that bad. It's about where I would put it at like a 7, to be totally frank.
Okay, everyone rated it a 7. My fault. Everyone rated it a 7. It just somehow got a 6.9. I don't know how that makes sense. It's 11 votes 7. There's no other votes anywhere else. 6.9. I guess. All right, cool. My fault.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good though. I mean, it was all right. Like they threw kicks and stuff. It's kind of all I really wanted to see. Akitoshi Saito retired after his match with Go Shiozaki. Go Shiozaki is now the 0-1 world champion, which is weird as fuck. Seeing Saito retire kind of made me sad. It became more obvious what was gonna happen afterwards because like Go beat him and then they were like laying there and Go had his hand on his shoulder and stuff. It was pretty sad. Fucking, this is what we were talking about earlier with Noah getting rid of one of their worst defenders. There was a good-looking guys Civil War match, and afterwards, Ghetto came out and was like, "Noah fucking sucks. Jake Lee, welcome to the War Dogs," and handed him a War Dog shirt. And I thought he was gonna I didn't think he was gonna do it. He did it.
Yeah, he put it on, and then he fucking chokeslammed Jack Morris.
Jack Morris, yeah. So like, I guess he's in Bullet Club, specifically the War Dogs. I don't know why. Doesn't make that much sense, really, to be honest. I know he was with Bullet Club, or he's going to be during the G1, right?
He was with Bullet Club during the the LIJ stuff, where during the Bullet Club versus LIJ stuff, he was with Bullet Club. Yeah. And now he's during the G1. Gay Kid has already made a tweet like, welcome to the War Dogs, don't drown, yada, yada, yada. I don't know where the fuck this is going.
I know where it's going. He's going to fucking stink it up. What are you going to do?
Well, yeah, he's going to stink it up. If he can get one good match, I'll shut the fuck up.
Like, I don't know. Is this like has he fully left Noah?
I don't think so.
Because like,
oh wait, no, he was never signed. He's a freelancer. He was never signed.
oh
He was a
really?
freelancer. Yeah.
Damn.
He's a freelancer. I mean, that's like, and like now I think about that, that is a lot of Noah people like freelancers.
Yeah,
Freelancers.
I mean, I know
yeah,
that.
they
I think they were talking about on the Respirators podcast. A lot of these like international companies, a lot of their deals are pretty much like per date things. Like,
yeah.
That's like when we find out like Despy and Minoru Suzuki weren't actually signed to New Japan.
Yeah.
Suzuki was doing more New Japan stuff at the time, but yeah, it was just very weird. Like, really? They're like, especially Despy surprised me. Oh, also, by the way, it's breaking news. Despy's taking a break.
Yeah, Despy's taking a break.
Real hit to my fandom with that one. I fucking love Despy so much. I mean, I hope he's okay. But...
Yeah. He should just put on some pounds, do some roids, heavyweight division. Come back looking like Cash.
Yeah. Oh my God. We'll get into that in a second as well. But Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
The Wagner brothers versus Alpha Wolf and Dragonbane was fantastic.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Gano Del Mal, he's El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.'s brother.
Very young guy, too.
He's like 23, right? Something like that?
22.
He's 22. He's younger than me. Oh my fucking God. And he is a fucking freight train. He has
only been wrestling for 5 years.
That's absurd.
5 years.
He's fucking massive, and he can move like a motherfucker. Like,
crazy.
He was taking fucking crucifix drivers, crucifix bombs.
Yeah.
Like, absurd shit. Alpha Wolf had one of the best topes I've seen in a while in this match on Wagner.
Oh yeah, yo, like they did the big flying the one where he pushes them over.
Dragonbane.
Yeah, and then the camera just cuts back. He fucking flies out the ring,
dude.
He damn near decapitates Wagner. I was like, Wagner's dead. He's fucking dead. They both flew over. They hit the table. They knocked off all the fucking gear that was on the table and shit. Man, crazy guys. Crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Bro, random. But my fucking neck hurts so bad right now. I'm walking around like Hanma. I'm like moving like this before I turn my head and shit. It's crazy. Anyways.
Did you sleep on it, bro?
I don't know what the fuck happened. I woke up and I was like, wow, this is really bad. AJ Styles and Marufuji Fuji had a fucking masterclass in old man professional wrestling. Just it was after, I think it started during the main event or the Marigold show, and then it ended afterwards. So like, I started fully paying attention, I would say about like a third way through the match. And everything after that was fucking like unbelievably good. Like, I was sitting there over and over again just going like, wow, this is really good. Holy fuck,
they were pulling out shit. I was like, hold on. Whoa.
AJ, I mean, I know AJ has done it multiple times in WWE over the past couple months, but he did the 450. He was doing the combinations he was hitting was crazy. Everything was just done with like so much fucking authority and fucking snap. And Marufuji was like pretty loose and was missing a lot of his fucking kicks, like pretty like noticeably badly. But just the spirit in which he was going at it, clearly trying his absolute best. I was just, this is beautiful. That's just, if you haven't seen it yet, I gave it 4.5 just because it was fucking
25.5 minutes of just old man.
Dude, that's the thing. I know I said I started watching the match like a little ways after it started, but it didn't feel like 25 at all. Like, it was fucking very good match. Very, very good match. Now, Marigold, Summer Destiny. I think I'm not going to start off with the undercard tags. The undercard tags were good. They weren't crazy. I will say, Minoru Tanaka's daughter. Let me get her first name really quickly. Or if you have it.
Kazuna
Tanaka. She looked pretty fucking good in there. That was the opening match. Her dad didn't look very satisfied, but listen, I'm not her dad, so I thought it was pretty sick. And then the white women came out and they started fighting, and then after that, the real shit started.
Yeah, that's when the real started.
Natsumi Shizuki beat Misa Matsui for the super flyweight title in a fucking banger. The moment
15-minute banger.
15-minute fucking banger. The moment fucking Misa's lip got busted open off of Shizuki's knees, the match just went fucking straight up, bro. They were
she hit the Meteora on the outside where she ran damn near halfway down the tunnel. And she went full sprint, Meteora, threw her back in the ring, got her in the corner, got her down, did another one, busted her lip. Yeah, shoot knees to the head. Misa couldn't believe that her mouth was fucking bleeding. She kept hitting her mouth. She's like, oh my God. She lifted her up. She's like, my mouth.
The thing is, like, it wasn't one of those things where it was like her mouth just started bleeding. There was like a split in her lip. Like,
there was a ass split. Yeah.
That shit was fucking wild. Great match. I like how we were both like, fucking Natsumi Shizuki's gonna Hogan this way. Hogan her way through this, and she's gonna win the title from a fucking but by beating a fucking power, 20,
basically a rook. Like she's like 10 years older than her. Like, oh my God.
That's by the end of the match, we were both like,
hey,
she deserves it, bro. She's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I think for a lot of this, well, I lied. This match. I don't think either of us have really seen it. Either of these women, right? I haven't, at least.
No. She was too early stardom, like before my time.
Me too.
Yeah. So yeah, she's.
Yeah, but this match very good.
I will be tuning in. I
would say, like, before I get into the rest of this show, this set up Marigold in like a crazy way. Like the way they have like built this company and their future and the stories and stuff that are like clearly built, like being built. I'm like, this is fucking sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mika Ono versus Mirai. They're fourth. I think fourth. Yeah, they had 3 before this. All of those were time limit draws. They went 15 and then they went an extra 5 all 3 times, and they were all draws. So this match, they fucking went at it. Just from the jump, the competitiveness was like there. Obviously, just being built off of their previous matches, but very, very good match. I'm gonna keep saying that because everything after the white women fighting was like pretty damn good. We didn't really watch the 6-woman tag because I think
that's when Kino and Nagata got on.
Yeah.
But I was watching it. There was something that happened in this match. What's her name? Kandori, the very old lady with the short white hair.
Yes, she started beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, she started beating the shit out of people, but she hit Mai Sakurai, I believe, with a clothesline, like while she was like kind of next to the ropes. Clotheslined her. She didn't fall. The back of her head hit the ropes. She got whiplash and then fell straight to the ground. She tried to get up, and she just she fell straight down to the ground. She was like concussed or something like that. Yeah, it was laying in like. Hey, everybody's like, whoa, and then people on Twitter was like, holy shit, I think she's fucking like hurt or something. She probably was, but
not surprising at all. Yeah. For Mika Ono versus Mirai, I said I have a little like breakdown here. A lot of great selling, and I rewatched a lot of their like not a lot. I rewatched the 3 previous matches, or I watched for the first time the last two. I rewatched the first one. In those matches, they weren't selling, and it wasn't like somewhere I was like, "What the fuck is happening, bro?" But I was like noticing it. But in this match, there was like they were like altering their movesets based off of like what fucking part of their body was injured. Like Mirai hit the clothesline with her opposite arm than she usually does. So I was like, hey man, this is old school wrestling. It's pretty sick. I think were you surprised that Miku won?
Yeah, definitely. Cause like,
my thing is like, I think I prefer Miku as a wrestler just based off of what I've seen of Miku and what I've seen of Mirai. But I definitely expected Mirai to win just because I knew she was coming from Stardom, and Rossi had like a previously built relationship with them.
Yeah, like my whole thing with how they were going to do the titles I would have thought like they would have put most of the titles on Stardom people. Like the only one that I figured that wouldn't have been Stardom that got a title was Suri, like from
Yes.
the beginning.
Yeah.
So it'd have been Suri and then a bunch of Stardom girls with titles, and then you would have these try and build up these actress girls as like
that's
actual threats, instead of what they're known as.
I'm
but
very
now
glad that Miku
she
got the rocket ship and she deserves it. She's fucking fantastic. And I mean, just even more after this match, she fought Bozilla for
Bozilla.
The what was it? The I have it yourself.
The United National
title, yeah. And she just like I think this is the first time. I'm 99% sure. This is the first time I've seen her like play the underdog here, and she was fucking fantastic. Like
she took a beating too. Holy shit!
A beating from Bozilla.
Bozilla.
It's been like a month, right? Month and a half maybe since her debut. Something like that. Not that long.
Yeah. Not that long
She
at
in
all.
this match looked infinitely more comfortable and like confident than in her debut. In her debut, I thought there was potential there, but I thought it was pretty bad. This, on the other hand, was like fucking fantastic. She was like confident in herself. She was playing out to the crowd. She was like, she also just like mechanics wise looked so much better in the ring. This was very, very good. And Mika won. Mika won the fucking United National title. Very fucking good. I think she was out there for a total like 36 minutes, nonstop grappling. Just very, very good. Like I said, Marigold, their future is like pretty bright right now. I'm all in. Io Sky versus Utami. Utami took a goddamn beating in this match. You could tell her body was like more beat up than usual after her matches. Boot marks, like boot prints on her face. She was absurd. Io Sky but like just molded back into Io Shirai in like seconds. Brutal ass fucking offense. Taking unnecessarily brutal bumps.
Taking unnecessary bumps.
The one on the apron, dude.
That was
she like
apron and then straight to the floor.
Straight to the floor and like I think I said I was talking to you about it. She did the moonsault to the outside and it looked like she like tweaked her right ankle, and then when she took that bump over the apron, she like landed like the rest of her body was like going to the floor. But for some reason her right leg was like, fuck you, and caught the apron, and it just looked so awkward. But like just out the passion in this match. Queen of Queen. The fucking Queen's Quest masks in the entrance.
Yeah, that was fucking fire.
So
that was insane.
Damn good,
I cannot believe the people who were like, this match wasn't acting like this match wasn't good, or like
I'll just say his name. Ben, you shut the fuck up, bro. Like
Twitter user
like 3 stars, and I was like,
so silly.
You don't like wrestling.
So silly. So silly. And like I've seen more people like not even Ben, just other people talk about like Utami in this match. Like E was amazing. Utami, it was like.
The thing is, like, if you have like legitimate criticism of Utami, or you just don't like. If you have like legitimate criticism with reason, I get it.
Yeah, with a reason.
I'm not going to be
but just
there. It's the same thing with Julia. We're like, I don't rate Julia as high as other people, but I also don't hate her as much as other people. If you just fucking despise Julia, and you give like you give these reasons like, I don't know, her selling or whatever the fuck, I don't really care. I'll be like, okay, I guess, like, sure, but like, there's a people that are just like.
There's a large percentage of like the Puro population. It feels like there are that like, and it feels like it happened like 2022, 2022, 2023 maybe. Like, if a lot of hates are going her way.
My thing, I hate whenever like I see somebody being like, they post like Stan Hansen or something, and they're like, man, miss this era, bro. You were 16. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Stop talking. Anyways, Suri versus Julia for the fucking Marigold World Championship. I thought this match was, for the most part, pretty good.
Very good.
I think the last fourth of the match was fucking fantastic. Everything leading up to that was like mostly good.
Yeah.
Sari, she's the world champion, brother. Finally, she's the world champion of a company that I don't have to go to spooky links to fund and watch. I can just go to Tokyo, whatever the fuck's called, and fucking watch all the marigold shows I can with Sari. I'm so fucking hyped. The Sun God.
She's a double champ now.
She is. Yeah.
Yeah. She holds a CD's championship.
Yep.
Ooh, 2 red belts. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very good match. Or pretty good match.
Yeah.
And then Collision. Kanosuke Takeshita versus Tom Billington. Am I alone in thinking this match was just okay?
It was. I mean, like I liked it. It wasn't the Dax match, but yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
It was a weird chemistry between the two. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, no shit. Dax and Tom probably had mesh better.
Yeah.
But it was like I was watching and I was like, it's a match for sure. Yeah, it was alright. I popped bigger for FTR coming back afterwards. I was like, Cash. I don't know. He ate Cash.
Someone said he ate Brian Cage. That's what he said. He ate Brian Cage.
He could have. His traps are terrifying.
Yeah, traps terrifying. When he put his arms out like that,
yeah,
there was so much tender,
yeah, bro,
fucking muscles just right here. It was
scary.
Crazy. It was
I was a little scared. Dax looks good too, but like Cash is a noticeable difference. Crazy. And then also on the show, now. Yeah, please. Also on the show was Bullet Club Gold getting stripped of their trios titles because Jay White is injured. I saw Matthew from Botchamania. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Did you watch this segment?
I didn't watch Collision after the fucking.
Like, I turned that shit off.
Come on now.
Sorry. But the reason I say that is because I saw Matthew's tweet about it where he said that like AEW, sure Samojo, you can step into Adam Cole's place to fucking defend the ROH titles with MJF.
Oh yeah,
and they were like, sorry Juice, you can't replace Jay White. But I did somebody in the comments said that Juice was talking about he wants to be a trios champion, not just like stand in. And like they were saying that they can't just like shift the belt to Juice, so that's why they were vacated. Which I mean that makes sense. That makes more sense. But I'm still sad. I mean, like that makes me think that Jay's going to be out like for a while, which that's sad.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Like, maybe. I'm probably going to try and go rewatch the Hangman match because I assume that's where he got injured. I don't know how though.
I still don't believe he's actually injured because no one has reported that he's actually injured. No one has reported that he's actually injured.
I know that like Fightful, if a talent says they don't want their injury news out there, then Fightful doesn't report it. So I know other people could just also report it. Like it's not just Fightful out there, but I would like to think that most outlets would respect that if a talent's like, please don't put this. So I guess we'll see. Hopefully it's nothing too bad if it is like a genuine injury. The New Japan show. Do you have that up on Cage Match? I was pretty busy during the show. I saw the Willow 3-way where she won the belt, the CMLL Women's World Title. It was fine. And then I was there for the main event, but I was like halfway there, you know. So, what did you think of the show? Did you have fun with it?
Yeah, all the matches past the women's match were pretty good. Like just fun matches to watch. It's not nothing to really like sink your teeth into. It's just a bunch of lucha guys with, you know, little Rocky in there, little Gabe Kidd in there. The Suji match was fire. Most of those matches were pretty good. I will say I I think Hechicero. I'm pretty sure they said this a while ago, like after their singles match last month, I think. That they said that they're going to run it back in Rev Pro. Rev Pro Productions a little,
It
it's a little
sucks.
fast, but it's pretty bad. But whenever that gets back,
Who said that? Sorry, I wasn't listening. They were gonna run back
uh,
in Rev Pro.
I'm pretty sure Zach said that because he
Zach and
lost.
Hechicero.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Zach and Hechicero, yeah. Um, but their tag match was good. It was fun little tag match. Um, then the Yoda Tsuji versus Barbaro match. That shit was nice. Barbaro, for people don't know, when Yoda went to CMLL for Exurgent, Barbaro was his. That was his guy. That was his
I didn't know
guy.
that.
They were all guys. Yeah, yeah. That's like the only reason why this like match is happening. I'm pretty sure. I think is because like those two, they were they were cool peoples. I assume at one point in
I've heard the
CMLL,
match
like
was like pretty fucking good. I think Lyric said that it's her favorite
it was good.
Suji singles match of the year.
It was pretty good. I really personally I feel like if they decide to do Forbidden Door again, or like just like if AEW or New Japan really wants to like throw one of their titles, like a never open weight title, or if AEW wants to have someone like challenge for a title, Barbaro should be the guy. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I would
They can do
very
that in
much like,
fucking Wrestle Dynasty.
but yeah, definitely have wrestling. See, there's some just in some capacity, yeah, he should be there
I'm
because
so excited for that show. Like rewatching the Wrestle Kingdoms, those first like 2 or 3 had like a really big like Wrestle Kingdom now is like for the most part exclusively New Japan.
mm-hmm.
Back then it was like much more of like a all Puro company. All Japan was there sometimes, No was there sometimes. Like it was a big
Yeah.
thing. So I mean, Wrestle Dynasty should have that kind of energy. I'm fucking hyped.
Yeah, I think it will. Because like most of those shows are after Wrestle Kingdom. Especially recently, because recently it's only been Noah. They've been doing like Wrestle Kingdom for the regular show. They didn't really have a Wrestle Kingdom like number 2 or
Yeah,
whatever
it was like later
next
in the
day.
month with
Yeah,
they do well
sometimes they do the next
18.
day, and sometimes they do the later in the
Wrestle
month.
Kingdom
Yeah,
18. They had one that was a
yeah.
couple weeks later than no show. I think that was when no, it wasn't. Never mind. I was gonna say that was when Kaito and Okada fought, but no, that was the Muda retirement show.
Yeah.
Keep going though. Sorry.
Um, fucking. What was I gonna say?
You had just gotten
Um.
past the Yoda Barbaro match.
Oh, and then there was a Gabe Kidd in the Ultimo Guerrero match. Um, Smash was Smash was good too. I'm looking at something right now. I'm not following. Kind of distracted.
I know they were fucking chopping the shit.
Yeah, they were beating the shit out of each other. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty wild. Gabe Kidd, of course, being the heel. Even though I'm pretty sure they're like both heels. I think
I think they are. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Ultimo's a heel or not.
I'm pretty
All right, yeah. But to end the match, fucking, I think
Beat the fuck out.
yeah, look, he fucking low blowed him and then power drive him, and then that was the match. And then after the match, Gabe Kidd was getting on the mic. He was talking his shit, you know, as he does, you know. Then he called out a certain someone for Capital Collision, which will be happening in September. You want to tell him? I feel like
It's really just bad timing. He challenged Leo Rush to New Japan Strong title match, world title match, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I mean, really just not great timing.
Can't you see his excitement? Can't you see his excitement?
Listen, man, if Leo Rush leaves the goddamn necklace at home, this should be good. It should be like a decent little match. But if he comes out there on all fours, I'm turning the fucking show off. I'm done. I'm done, bro. If I see Leo Rush, I'm done watching wrestling I don't like. Okay, that's not true. But like, I
That's true for me.
the
True for
thing is
me.
like, there's a few acts that I am dead serious about. The Blackheart shit is Jericho. These two things, if they come across my television, I'm doing something else. I'm I'm going to make food.
Playing a
I'm
game.
playing a game. I'm pissing and shitting. I'm doing literally anything else but watching that. um, and then after that match, right, was the main event, right? Or am I insane?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
fucking Volador Jr. and Rocky Romero versus Doki and Mystico, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah. It was a pretty good match.
Very,
Pretty
very,
good.
very good
Pretty
match.
good. Pretty good.
After the match, I don't know if you saw.
It was Mystico and Doki talking, right? I
Their
don't recall anything on it, but
Mystico is challenging for the junior heavyweight title, I think. Don't know where they're gonna do that.
that's a fucking sick ass match. That's gonna
Yes,
rule. They should do that
yes.
entering Mexico. Well,
They
Doki's probably
probably
gonna win that. So like,
they might. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I like. I have to see when's the next like if
crossover
they're
show.
doing when's their next crossover show. Um yeah, I think that was all that for that show. Um
Okay.
yeah.
And then I think the next thing that you and I have to look forward to,
Mhm.
AEW Dynamite 250. Osprey versus MJF for the international titles on this show.
Mhm.
I'm very intrigued as to what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like absolutely uh looking forward to the match, like the actual match itself. I'm more so
Mhm.
looking forward to whether the title switches hands and like what happens, how it happens, because there's also like Pac looming in the background and also
Yeah.
Ricochet that like loosely I feel like for some reason in my head I have mentally tied to Osprey. Ricochet is more obvious, but Pac, he's been talking about how he wants his Wembley moment, and it makes
Mhm.
sense for that to be against an Osprey for me at least. I mean, yeah. Um, and then
Mhm.
Mercedes versus Nyla Rose. I believe this is for the TBS Championship, maybe, which just makes it more obvious that Mercedes is going to win. Obviously, um,
Yeah, the open challenge. Yeah.
I assume.
Hold on.
Good.
They said this was supposed to be Riho, but she got injured.
Ah, fuck.
That's what people on Twitter were saying. They were saying this was supposed to be Riho, but she got injured.
That's some
Um,
bullshit.
I think what was intended was it was going to be Riho versus Nyla on Collision, and then whoever won which that would have been a good match too, because
They've
that's
had some
day
good
one
fucking
AEW.
yeah. That's day one first of
Yeah,
all, but they've had some
yeah.
really good matches.
So that match right would have happened, and then Riho went to
Man,
face. Yeah,
that's rough. That's rough to hear. I hope
indeed.
I need that arm to heal up pronto. Okay.
You take mine.
Yeah.
Which arm is it?
No,
Left or right? What is it?
I think it's the right
She
arm
can.
actually.
She can
So
go ahead. Yeah.
took that shit. Okada versus Swerve Strickland, a non-title match.
Mhm.
Do we think Hangman gets involved? Is this the first
Ooh.
time Swerve's been wrestling since Hangman came back? I believe it is.
When did Hangman come back? What, 2 weeks ago? 3?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I think it is. Swerve wasn't there for Hangman's like actual return match against Jeff. He
Mm-hmm.
was there last week. He was there after the Hangman Bryan match.
Yeah,
That was it.
directly after the match. Yeah. He didn't mention him either in that promo. I
He didn't.
remember that. Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
mention him. Interesting.
So I guess we'll see.
Yeah. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. Assuming that probably main events the show.
No.
Because
Well, no. Osprey Championship is opening. I keep
yeah,
forgetting about that. Right. It could. I would. Yeah, that's probably right. Wouldn't be surprised unless something else crazy gets announced, but it doesn't seem that way. Crazier than these matches. It doesn't seem.
probably not. I know. Mariah is doing a
Oh yeah,
promo.
Mariah's gonna talk. We can
Yeah.
hear what she has to say. And then nothing else is on the show. Nothing else.
Sure. There is another Sendai show.
Mm-hmm.
because Jordan Grace is supposed to be fighting Hashimoto.
Oh,
Yeah,
that I'm gonna need a link to that. I'm gonna have to look
I
that up.
I I need to see when's the show. It's I don't know if it's tonight. I don't think it's tonight.
If it's tonight, I might stay up.
Is it tonight? It's tonight.
It is.
Is that tonight?
When's
The
the
day
date?
has changed into.
What's the date?
I'm looking.
Khalid, what's the date?
It says tonight.
Oh,
Yes, 7:15, which would be yeah. And also on this show is what is this? Okay, so yeah, Jordan Grace and Hashimoto. Momo is fighting someone in a singles match in a hardcore match.
Watanabe?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Momo Watanabe. She's fighting someone. Dash. I don't know what the wrestler. I forget what the wrestler name is. Um, there is also the Sendai World Championship in the white belt match. Mika Iwata versus Sayori. I know.
I'm actually hyped. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
It's a pretty sick card. At least from what you told
yeah.
me.
And then Sari is also on this card in the tag match. So
I'm gonna be there.
I'm tuning in. Yeah, I'm tuning in. Yeah,
Let's fucking go. I got wrestling to watch.
Yeah.
All right.
Starts at 11. Wait, it says 11:30
Oh my god.
start for them.
Oh, for them. Fuck.
For them, I don't know if that's like that's
11:30.
PM.
Hold on, let me check.
I'm gonna assume that's PM.
No, it's probably AM to be honest.
It
I know.
is AM.
TJPW they start their shows at like 11:30 p.m. or AM. Sorry. 11:30 JST to CST is 9:30 for me, 10:30 for you. Oh my god. I love professional wrestling. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I need to go to the fucking bathroom. So this has been the Graps podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Again, consistent era. This is going up Monday, by the way, and we're recording it at 3:00 on a Sunday. So if anything is broken news-wise between 3 on Sunday, July 14th, and Monday, probably like 12 p.m. That's where we're not covering it. Anything after that, that'll get covered on Thursday. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Grass Podcast. Like and subscribe. Show your mother. Later.